Good afternoon to everyone that is viewing this video. I haven't been making a lot of videos recently because I've been very, very busy with my job and everything. But this was something that I just thought about. And this is something that I wanted to discuss with everybody because this is, because whenever I have an opinion about something that I just want to get off my chest, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it 100. And I'm just going to say how I feel. So let's talk about music because, anyone that knows me personally, they know that I am a music guy. I love music. I love to sing. I love to write music, and I've always loved music. But here's my main problem because there's so many different issues that I have with the music industry and just society itself and how people um, subject music in certain circumstances that to me I don't necessarily agree with and I think it's unfair. So here's one thing that I want to discuss, and that is, the whole art form of singing and different types of singers and different types of tones. Well, we all know that there's lots of different type of singers out there, and I feel that the problem with society is that, um, well, for one, people automatically assume that in order to be a singer, you automatically have to be screaming at the top of your lungs and you just have to, be doing hitting all these extra high notes all over the place. And to me, in my opinion, I don't really think that's what singing is really about. I feel that singing is more, it's not so much about always hitting the right note. It's more so, connected to your audience first. You have to connect to your audience. You have to make an emotional connection with the people when you are singing music, and most importantly, song choice is also very important. You have to pick songs that best represents you as an artist and that best represents your voice, and that's going to enhance your vocals and really bring out the best abilities in your voice. Um, I hear people all the time, they say, well, such and such, she sunk circles around her, she sunk circles around them, she's better than them, she's better than that person. Okay, my only thing with that is, these fans today that are fans of a lot of these music stars, they expect so much out of an artist, and then when the artist changes up and takes on a different approach to their music, then the first thing fans want to say is that, well, she's not the same singer that she used to be. She don't sound the same no more. She don't sound like this or she don't sound like that. Well, I guess not, because y'all had her turning freaking cartwheels all over the place and hollering at the top of her lungs in every single song, or supposedly singing circles the majority of her life. So then all of a sudden, when an artist takes on a different approach to their musical art form, then all of a sudden they don't sound the same anymore, And this is one thing that really upsets me about the fans, because they will expect you to be one way, and then when you switch up, then all of a sudden they still don't appreciate it. Well, to me, that's not a real fan. And and fans, they can sometimes get beside themselves and expect so much out of you to where they forget that you're actually a human being. And I just feel that if people really took out the time to really understand people and their approaches, and stop comparing artists as well, because that's another problem that people do. People need to stop comparing artists. That's really getting old and obsolete and really redundant and really played out, and it's really stupid. Um, People need to just stop being quick to judge. Um, People on YouTube, the YouTubers, they are the absolute worst. Like 90% of the people on YouTube, like 90% of them, it's like they're all music experts all of a sudden. It's like they all know everything. They're all of a sudden freaking experts in music, and they're know-it-alls when it comes to these artists that pour their heart out and their talent. Everybody has a negative opinion about something that an artist is doing that they don't like. Everybody wants to nitpick and pick out every little detail about something about an artist that they don't like. They're always saying something negative about an artist's art form that they don't like. Everybody on YouTube, like everybody's just freaking music experts all of a sudden, like they know everything about music, Now, don't get me wrong. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, and that's something that I can't take away from somebody. Actually, that's something that nobody can take away from anybody. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but there's a difference between having a constructive opinion versus actually having an opinion that is just really rude and doesn't make sense, because there's some people that just have opinions and they just talk out of the side of their neck and they just say anything that comes to their mind, and it just comes off very wrong, and it just doesn't come out the right way. And I just feel that, if people are going to have opinions on somebody, okay, that's fine. But people just really take it so far to the extreme. And I just feel that, we live in a country and we live in a world where people are so judgmental to where, people are losing the true sense of what talent really means. And I feel that once people really get a grasp on what talent is truly about, then people will really truly understand, the different approaches of how different singers approach their music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come from a world where, where you don't have to do a whole bunch of extra stuff to get people's attention. But the sad reality is that that's what a lot of people are doing now, and that's just something that me personally, I really don't rock with. But hey, that's just me, and that's just how I feel. So, let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions on that.